Good afternoon, everyone. Um, I just first introduce a bit myself because I think I am, it may not be knowing me also. So, my name is Aparna and I work for ZTZ. And ZTZ is German Technical Corporation. It is one of the German government organization which is working in India for last 50 years. And our task is mostly on providing support, technical support to Government of India. And at this present, the unit that I am working in is called Sustainable Urban Environment. That's one of the unit under the umbrella of ASEM, which is Advisory Services for Environment Management. So that's what I come from, and I am an architect, urban planner. I am less of an architect and more of an urban planner. And I'm very glad to see Professor Mitra here, and something that I think may be of interest to you. And I would be very humbly saying it to you that this is an attempt that I'm making. And I'm very sure that a lot of information is already available on this. But the point also I'm trying to make it here is that I am not able to access all this information. Because I keep hearing a lot of very sophisticated information, and especially when I go to the foreign universities, they say the Indian universities and the Indian system is so much better, what are you doing here? But when I start coming here, when I start working at the ground level, I really do not have any information. So, but everybody tells me it's available. You are not able to manage it. So it is your problem, not the data problem. But honestly, I tried a bit. I would not say that I have gone full-headed. I think I need to do much more hard work. I'm a lazy person by nature. But I have put in a bit of effort, but still I haven't got the basic data. So that is what my presentation is all about. ZTZ is at this point of time is working in supporting Ministry of Urban Development in making city sanitation plan. As you know that we have recently, after so many years, made this National Urban Sanitation Plan finally. And we thought that we need a policy for it. And so we have made this policy, and now we are requesting all the states to make their city sanitation strategy. And all the cities, all the ULBs are now supposed to come up with their city sanitation plan. And what does this plan is supposed to do is make your cities completely 100% sanitized. And another aspect of it is that it should be open defecation free. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for us, because we are supporting 6 cities in India where we are working. But before we go and start working with the 6 cities parallelly, we can start working in Delhi, because that is where we are located and it is very much near to us. So we can be doing some small experimentation here. So this is what I have written. I am not sure whether you can read it, but that's my mistake. Too much of design. Okay, so basically that's what we are doing right now. And what we thought in Delhi we would do is, we would start understand what is this community toilet complexes. I do not know whether you know about it. There are 40% of the people in Delhi are into the informal settlements, and they do not have any access to individual toilets. And for an intermediary measure, we have made some community toilet complexes, and MCD is in charge of, which is in their jurisdiction, in charge of making this, managing these community toilet complexes. So we thought we will take this as an example, as an intervention point, and try to work on these community toilet complexes and make it much more resource efficient. That was ZTZ's idea. They didn't thought about something else, but they just thought make it more energy efficient, make it more resource efficient. That is a position that we first started working on it, and started engaging with the community to understand what exactly these toilet complexes are all about. Just to give you a very briefly how the community toilet complexes are, because I think people who are living here, we are sitting here in this particular, except for the public conveniences, we never have to use as such community toilet complexes. But in Delhi, under MCD, there are around 1250 CTCs on paper of MCD role, but there are unofficially 1500 community toilet complexes, but these are not all. there are also other agencies who maintain these community toilet complexes, and CTCs are also maintained in different ways. Like sometimes they are built by MCD, managed by an NGO. They are built by MCD, managed by a local councillor or a market association. So there are different ways it is being managed. This is also something that I got an information from a NGO who has worked at the ground level. So I'm not very sure whether we have missed out any information here or not. At the MCD level, I do not have this information that how many ways they manage their CTCs. So there is no systematic information that exactly how many numbers of CTCs you have and how they are managed, when they were built and with what funding they were built. So this information is not there at the MCD level, but different NGOs have worked with CTCs at different times, and they have generated their own resources, knowledge, material, and these are available in different sources. So this is what I was trying to say, that what are the different ways MCD manages their toilets. And also apart from MCD, there are other agencies like, say, railway authorities, airports, business communities. Everyone has their own way of providing public conveniences or community toilets, and these are managed in a very different way. So one of the information that I think is missing is how many community toilets in Delhi and who manages it, and how much resources, who provides water for it, how much resources goes into maintaining it. So these are the kind of gaps in the information that I'll come later. While I started working on it, I discovered another thing, because as a planner, the first thing I said, if I have to do anything in this area, I need a map. I need a sewage map of Delhi. And that is where my journey began, because I have been asking international agencies and everybody says, go to YAP, Yamuna Action Plan. So go to JICA, you will get it there. I went to MCD, and I discovered a new thing which I was not knowing myself, that it is a Delhi Jal Board which is in charge of sewage. So whatever shit that flows, they are in charge of it, but the source is with MCD. So the toilet is in charge of MCD, the shit is in charge of DJB, and the river is in charge of somebody else. So that triggered me to do a mapping of the institution. Who are the people who are in charge of that particular thing that we are producing? And it's very fascinating. I'm sorry, but after lunch, I should not be talking about it, but I think shit is very fascinating, and it's a big money thing. It's a big business. So this is where I think, all this e-governance bit, if we can look also into it from that perspective, the institution and who produces information, who accesses it, and how it is used, and what kind of information. And DJB, interestingly, doesn't have any specific policy for the informal sector. How you define informal, that is a different issue altogether, but they do not have any specific policy which would say that the sewage that is being produced from this unauthorized area, we have a special planning for that. So that also is the information that is not there. When you design or plan, or you kind of do a demand generation, how much we should plan for, there is no involvement of community there. This community is also a very fascinating word. But when it comes to maintenance, then the community comes in picture, and especially the women come into picture, as if they are the one who have to do everything. So that's another thing that I found is a very kind of a donor-driven whatever, but it's a very new paradigm that we are coming up with, that the user would be only involved when you have to start talking about the money part of it. So there I was trying to list, what are the missing informations that we have. And I find that, there is no definition of CTC. Like when do you say that it is a community toilet, and when do you say it's a public convenience? We don't actually at this point of time don't decipher. We say community toilet complexes also for public conveniences. That's something I think at the policy level it needs to be thought about. There is no comprehensive data. MCD sometimes say when they have tendered the maintenance of it, they say 1250. in their document